24/7 Sports, it is your boy BSG, back at it again with another video, sports talk, opinion. Listen, man, I appreciate you checking the video out. If this is your first time to the channel and you like somebody speaking the truth about sports, even when it's unpopular, even when I'm talking about your own favorite player, and you want to go at me or you want to agree with me, whatever the case may be, you have found the right place. That's what 24/7 Sports is going to be about. It's going to be about dialogue. It's going to be about coming up with factual evidence to back up what people are saying. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. Let's see if we can get to 100 subscribers by the end of next week, man. We only been doing this maybe like 3 weeks. So, that would mean a lot to me. And I promise to deliver to you consistent content. Anyway, enough rambling, enough marketing. If you are a Carmelo Anthony fan, then you probably are not going to like this video. I just want to tell you right now, I just want to be honest with you. I'm keeping it all the way real with you. During Media Day on yesterday, when Carmelo Anthony was asked if he would consider coming off the bench, he laughed uncontrollably. Like it was so far-fetched that he should be coming off the bench. And as soon as I saw that, I'm like, man, here we go. This brother doesn't get it, man. This Negro don't get it. He's never got it, which is why he's never won anything, and which is why the organizations who have got rid of him have always done better once he was gone. Listen, I know the guy has put up numbers. I know he is probably a Hall of Famer, primarily because of what he's done as an Olympic athlete. You know what I mean? I've always heard that you got to really, be competitive and win a championship and be in the playoffs year after year, not losing in the first round year after year. That's my standards. But, people say he's a Hall of Fame player, so, I guess. But he does not have a championship. And in general, Carmelo Anthony is not and has not been a winning basketball player. See, if this was his 6th or 7th year in the league and they asked him to come off the bench, I can understand why he might be hesitant to do that. But, bruh, this is the best team you have ever been on. Okay? And the reality is, based on the makeup of the Oklahoma City Thunder, what position are you going to start at? Okay? We know who's starting at the point guard, the MVP, Russell Westbrook. Okay? Then the question becomes, okay, who's starting at the 2? Roberson is one of the best two-guard defenders, if not the best two-guard defender in the entire NBA. So if you take him out of the starting lineup, you're really limiting what he can do. You don't really bring defense off the bench. You bring points off the bench. That's always been my philosophy, at least. But, I guess they're going to talk about sitting him down. I don't know. So then you got PG starting at the 2, which, he can play the 2, but the 3 is really his natural position. So where's Melo going to start? I'm going to tell you right now. If you start Carmelo Anthony at the 4, that is not a winning scenario. Carmelo Anthony will get absolutely abused if you start him at the power 4. Period. He's already notorious for his lack of defense. And there are many power forwards in this game who can bang, who can rebound, offensive rebound, Kenneth Farieds and, the Anthony Davises of the world, and you got the LeBrons of the world. He can't go up against those guys, man, consistently every night. So why would you, if you're Carmelo, why would you want to put yourself through that kind of grind? Why not come off the bench? The Oklahoma City Thunder, right now, with the way their roster is, they would be a better team if they did come off the bench. If Carmelo came off the bench. He would be a huge six-man candidate, might be the six-man of the year. Carmelo Anthony is capable of averaging 16, 17 points a game. Give him the ball, put him in ISO situation like he likes, and he will go to work for you, similar to what James Harden did. Okay? And, James Harden wasn't too good to come off the bench. And James Harden right now is an MVP candidate. So, Carmelo Anthony in my eye, I don't want to go there, but, you ain't at that point in your career anymore, Melo. You at the end of your career. And so the question becomes, do you want to win a championship? And here's the thing. If you ask Melo secretly, listen, man, what would you rather do? Average 20 points a game and lose in the first round, or average 15 points a game and winning a championship? I am not 100% sure what Melo would say. I'm being 100% real with you right now. Melo might say, man, that's a tough question, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I got to score my points. Bruh, you either want to win a championship or you don't. And the best scenario for the Oklahoma City Thunder is for Melo to come off the bench and he can take up a bunch of minutes at the 3 and he can take up some minutes at the 4. You would still give him, 28 minutes or so a game. You can still put up points. You get to rest your body, Melo. You don't have to tear up your body all night. And then if you hot, they'll keep you in at the end of the game. See, my opinion has been, it's not who starts, it's who finishes. That's the way that I've always thought. And you can do a lot of damage. A lot of damage. There are 6 men who have won championships. Going back to the Pistons days, Vinnie Johnson, 007. He literally won the championship for them against the Portland Trail Blazers with 0.7 of a second left. James Harden, I mentioned, huge off the bench. Rashard Lewis has been off the bench a number of times. He helped his teams. You're getting paid the same amount of money. What do you care if you're starting at this point in your career or not? You're not going to hurt your brand. If anything, it shows growth. So, as I said, when they got Melo, who, by the way, has not had a winning season since 2013. I just want to put that out there. Okay? So, you're not coming from winning stock here, all right? But I said it when they got him. I said I love the Paul George move, but once they got Melo, I'm like, I don't know. This dude is on my all-time losingest team. Like, if I put together a team of losers, and hear what I'm saying, I'm talking about basketball-wise. I'm not talking about in the street. I'm not talking about what they do after the court. I'm just talking about basketball losers. If I was to put together my starting 5, Carmelo Anthony is my starting small forward on my all-time loser team, and Dwight Howard is my starting center. And we'll have to work out the other positions from there. But, guys who put themselves over the team. If you put Dwight Howard and Carmelo Anthony on a team together, I would bet almost every dollar I have that team would not win 40 games, even though they look good on paper. Unless LeBron was on that team. Unless KD was on that team as well. I'm talking about where Carmelo and Dwight Howard are your main two dudes. That team is not going to win 40 games. I read a story today that says most NBA players don't like Dwight Howard. Gee, I wonder why. Because the dude destroys locker rooms everywhere he goes. So, we will see how this develops. But I'm telling you, man, is you know, if you're looking for Melo to take a back seat to anybody, even the MVP, even Billy Donovan, even one of the best two-way players in the game, Paul George, Melo ain't going to take a back seat. And when the game is on the line, if Russell Westbrook makes the mistake of passing to Carmelo Anthony, he going to take that shot. Whether he's 1 for 16 or not, he going to take that shot. So we're going to see what's going to happen. Anyway, that's my opinion. What's your opinion? Where you think the Oklahoma City Thunder ranking and thing? What do you think? Post in the comments below what you think Melo going to do as a starter or off the bench. And should he start or should he come off the bench? Let your boy know. Anyway, I'm out of here. It's your boy BSG, 24/7 Sports. And I'm going to holler at y'all in the next video.